Na ahwefo nso na achiao ne ejuma pa oye amagana. Na my prayer the Dana Mecca say my prayer is that more journalists should come from and I'm kind of saying those of you who speak on behalf of the state or on behalf of ordinary Ghanaians, you would have to come together. You will have to come together to fight against the oppressor. Because that particular word is even in our national anthem. Say we must resist the oppressor's rule. Say anyasa ebeba mrebi. There's no way the MPP is going to rule forever. So when there's a change of government and it continue, will eventually destroy our democracy. Until I know, say in the eras of President Rawlings' regime, he was humiliated. It made the picture crab I said on one naked. People went scot-free with it. And I know again that even at that time there was criminal libel law. And Crawford almost brave, and I don't wish that again. But it has come in double fold. Kwesi Pratt, Koku Baku, Haruna, Ambassador Haruna Idrisu, Haruna Atta. They were victims of the criminal libel law. Fortunately, the perceived human rights lawyer, President Akufo-Addo, at the time, Attorney General, he withdrew. He went to Parliament and said they've repealed that criminal libel law. There are clear information, right, on the threats and the murder of Ahmed Swaleh. And I don't see you people doing enough. And so the family, our family, they are bleeding. You are the journalists of our time. But you see, where you look at it, say you'll be now we'll open our mouth. I don't know whether it's because of the fear of President Akufo-Addo, because of the kind of person he is, whether it's the fear of him that make people try to quell in the action. Because for the first time of the history of this country, what is it? Crystal Council say Omo Pacho Ama E-Levis but they were in this country where people were murdered. They should shut up.
Is that the purpose and drama?
Exactly. Now they find their feet and mouth to try to negotiate. Now, people died, 8-year-old child. They have no shame.
The Christian cancer.
No, they have no shame. Maminka be binchro. Na mo yedin, mo yedin. Munipa no wuko. So you didn't talk. Yewura Canada Japan ba ka say onim nipa na oku no. O say anche what was the name? Mintiku ni papantino. He mentioned the name of somebody. Ansu something. Say ono onim no. Ono. If your hand is not in the murder of somebody, how do you know?
But we cannot just conclude.
No, that's why I'm saying that. Send me. Wako di boni. Anaundi boni. Na asamaba. Na you can't. Me say, I don't know how the guy was murdered. So I cannot mention anybody's name. Now this I mention name now. Then it means that there's something I know. Do you get it?
Me too.
No, do you get it? And yes, I will tell me, Keko. You need to follow and see whether I'm making sense to the discussion. You understand? Until how then? So he was free. Until on Edi Bonnie. Yekun Obi and Kuala Susa. Oko. Ne master Anas. Wojani Untiminye any after your friend is saying. Sa expose now I did sa confusion in Abaye. That's the football Nantechi Casey. Number 12. Ever since that time, Anas have never. But we know that every year Anas air stories. Air exposes. The corruption still goes high. We are aware that World Bank say, "Mama, $430 million." The MPP had declared $100 million. Where is the 300? By now, Anna should be working on it, and we knowing where those monies went to. But he's afraid for his life.
You think so?
Yes. Then all of you have kept quiet. Your colleague, Ohene Buama, is languishing in jail. You've kept quiet. I have not heard you talking. It is coming up, say, whether true or false. There's a video that is circulating, perceived to be the voice of the your friend is saying CID boss. You see, or can say one will say would be a to us because obi a journalists be a can against the judiciary. They perceive say Brantiano voice. And now he's in jail. You are quiet. You are Chibobi answer. And I was in court that day. I went to the police station in the morning. I followed up to the court, waiting to see what the charges are. Because as we were there, we didn't all know what the charges are. Where? You do court, no? You say, Wako can't say Matia, first lady and second lady. And that's why he's being prosecuted today. You're quiet. It is Sadachi, Sir Abayin Sisa, now another Abayin so yes, sir. Don't you think we are destroying this country? Okay?
As I'm not the substance of it.
The only thing that we have today is the beauty of the democracy that we are enjoying today. That's the only thing we have. But you don't allow, you see, that's why or see, don't vote for somebody who is full of tension. Ever since President Akufo-Addo became president in this country, we've seen tension. Penyibiano say ukro woman confusion woman. What you do is that you bring it down. You see, Christian Council have lost it. Peace Council they've lost it. They've lost. President Akufo-Addo has succeeded in destroying all our institutions. The last institution that is trying to clean its image is the police service now, and we are waiting. There's a new thing about Abronya. We are waiting. That will tell us, as members of this country, that the police have actually purged themselves, and we must all work according to the rules of the law in this country. The law cannot favor somebody and be against somebody. Nobody is equality before the law. So we are waiting,
Kessben,
to see what that accusation. Because I don't want to mention it. President Mahama is a decent man. You know it. That this is a manner. He's looking at how to fix this country. He has made suggestions to President Akufo-Addo. He has even extended a courtesy call on him, saying, "Say, namana say why confused? I frame me, and I frame me ministers. They will lead you into what we were doing." He has made an overture to the President Akufo-Addo. You understand? So this is the man who loves this country. And some of us, they try to tell us, we sometimes think that they are even suppressing us. Because you will not, and then Petro Kosura, it affects me and you. Edro Kosura, it affects me and you. And so Kosura, it affects you. Drink water. Do you get it? And for me, I think that you, the journalists, must begin talking. There's this institution called GBA, Ghana Bar Association.
Yeah.
Did you see their statement?
Yes.
So this is how useless President Akufo-Addo is making all of our institutions.
That cannot be a warranted one. President Akufo-Addo, the influence on GBA, no ASN.
Maybe I'll come there. Years back, did you see how GBA worked?
They spoke against
government.
Show
me when they Mama Parliament. Not just in school, but someone to Brofie. Go and take that tape of what the member of parliament said. Or see, don't try to be. It was a warning that you must not be a political judge. You should not be a political judge. But if you are a political judge and the NDC come to power, they will treat you as a political judge. Is anybody a political judge? Maybe so. Are you aware of anybody who is a political judge?
I don't. Someone I'm okay, yeah.
And so who then claim for himself? Why is the GBA trying to claim it? But now the judges should be the one who should now sanction the GBA president. GBA president, no. By now the judges should drag him for contempt.
So I then.
So they are ogo muhufi. Ogo muhufi. Yes. Yeah, now per the statement they are releasing, meaning that this is what lawyer Francis Osu said. But he didn't say that the judges are political judges. Do you have the tape?
I don't have the tape here.
I can get it for you. He said that they should not. You see, so what I'm saying is that now again, singing praises. All of a sudden, they are sleeping. They didn't see that they are arresting journalists and detaining them. They didn't see that Ahmad Suala is dead. They didn't see that. They didn't see that there's no peace in this country. There's noise making of e-levy. People to deal with it. They haven't seen that. But for somebody's comment,
I can't. Are you by any way who endorses our comment?
Listen to me. If you listen to what I'm saying,
yes, me too, but I want to
listen to me.
Substance of
yes, I agree with what he's saying.
You agree with the comment?
Yeah.
Journalist,
yes.
And make here.
Who journalist?
Oh, he never bought my benny. What site?
What did he say?
Said there was a plan to judge the Supreme Court petition in favor of a Kufuor. So there was a hidden meeting in a court.
So if there was
without any substantial evidence, if there
was no plan. But even President Akufo-Addo himself accused President Mahama of using 10 million Ghana cedis to print diaries. Was there a plan? Was it true?
How do you compare the two?
But that's dangerous. If you lie on your president, somebody who was vying then to become a president can tell this to the sitting president. Somebody who is a lawyer who should know better.
But this is lying on the judiciary and the highest court of the land.
Master, but if somebody says something against the president is not the highest of the land at that time. Who in the constitution says before? Is it not the presidency? So if you go and lie on the presidency and you go scot-free, so it means that President Mahama is tolerant. Yes. How many of us have seen this kind of vindictiveness ever since in this country? Everything that President Kufuor said, me when he was saying it, I didn't know who he meant. But it was when President Akufo-Addo became the president, then I noticed that, so all this was towards President Akufo-Addo. All this was towards him. And this is not fair to this country. So I am calling on all of you to speak in one voice, whether you are NDC journalist, MPP journalist, or whatever.
Do we have any of such?
But it looks as if...
Yeah, NPP journalists, NDC journalists.
Listen, it looks as if that is being divided now.
How?
But you can see it. Don't you see?
It's one money NPP, now one money NDC. Maybe in case me, you'll be I'm a journalist. I'm working as a journalist.
So
I work for the interest of the
So don't
country.
ask me that question. Because when you ask
maybe because you are making that assessment.
Listen to me. Yes, what I'm saying is that they are making it look as if they are NPP journalists and they are NDC journalists. And when they are speaking, you know, they hear no evil, they see no evil about somebody. But they see evil and don't see any good about another person.
Is that not?
I mean, we are human beings.
And yes, I'm more politicians, more interpreting.
But
you tend to appreciate a jumana or say en favor and in interest.
Listen,
you decide to go against that person or go after that person.
Listen,
and your politicians and more making it seem as such.
We have the Kusi Prats.
Yes.
We have the Kukubakus. We have the Mark Dukusis. We have Lara Alan Degbe. He's a journalist.
Yes.
He writes. Do you know the number of court suits that guy has? I mean, you feel for him.
Kessben.
Why is it that some people, the Herbert Fable, Today, how many of your colleagues are on boards? Conflict of interest. How many of your colleagues?
How do you classify that as conflict of interest?
But I'm a journalist.
Yes.
I'm supposed to expose the rot.
Is that the only job a journalist is supposed to?
Listen, I'm supposed to expose the rot. I'm supposed to protect the interests of the Ghanaian and to expose whatever is wrong. Then, again, appointment in a current administration. What do you think? See, decent people, we have decent journalists. You know, this Ambassador Haruna Atta. When Ambassador Haruna Atta was appointed as ambassador in our regime, you see him, he back off from your active journalism. He back off. He didn't pretend to be one anymore. And so when he writes his comments, he writes it tilting towards the NDC. Because he knows that he cannot be fair. So it's not an active practice. So when you know that your hands are swell, you don't get into active politics, active journalism anymore. That is why when your colleagues are manhandled and treated the way they are treated, you are quiet and sitting. And you can't talk.
That is allegation I will make it. Allegation I will make it, no. But the point is that question I may be said, we need a precise answer.
What is it?
A tilted towards more direction, more interest, more comfortable.
Tell me which one it has ever tilted towards our direction.
I'm talking about politicians in general.
I don't know. I'm talking about my political party and my governance at that time. That are you not surprised for the first time in the history of this country?
Do you think Ohineba Boama Benye is working in the interest of the NDC?
I think he's working in the interest of Ghana.
In the interest of NDC.
Yeah,
plus Bobi Ansah.
Let me tell you something.
In the interest of the NDC.
Let me tell you something. On this very day that Bobi Ansah was arrested,
yes,
3 days before then, he had made a comment about me.
Saying what?
He said that me, I went to open Samuel Oku's car door for him to enter. I don't remember the last time I ever saw that gentleman. I don't remember the last time. I don't remember the last time I ever saw him. Never. You can ask Samuel Oku. I don't even have his number. He doesn't have my number. The last time I saw him was when my deputy was getting married. Shibani. And then, everybody said, 2 organizers. Then we took a picture. I think then Adum FM, this thing. And then we just had 1 or 2 words. And then we moved. We move on. The one that would have been said to be my very good friend was John Bodu. John Bodu was my very, very good friend. He was my friend when he went into the youth elections and lost. And he was a friend to a very close family friend of ours. That's your friend is saying, Kobe Fiagbe. So we linked up and we became friends. Ever since John Bodu became national organizer of the party, NPP, we don't talk on phone. Ever since he became general secretary of the phone, the only time I met him was when we were going to the court. I don't even have his number. But he made that comment against me. But you're picking on, because I don't want people to feel, but I want you to do your work. I went there. I was with him at the police station.
But you feel saying, or make his comment about you.
Listen,
very well, say, and
listen.
You have said, say, it's been a long time. I will share Samuel.
Maybe.
And to make his comment.
Oh, good. I'll give you an answer.
Yes.
I'll give you an answer. When he did that, I was trying to get him, to give him an opportunity to go and clear the air. Do you understand? But what I want you to understand is that
Kessben,
I am that tolerant. Why can the president be that tolerant? I am that tolerant. In some of our kind, Sebi, Semitian year, Say, obviously, I should be older than Samioku. you understand? And if it is politics, I went into politics before him. And Maka said me Facebook politics. I respect the social media. Me Twitter politics. I'll do underground politics. And that is where we are today as a party. Into the history of our party. Now, she say, what are the measures that the party have been able to put? Just immediately after 2016 elections, party in Lucy, I quickly put a system together, joined together by my my colleague Kojo Bonsu, and we organized unity works to unite the party and bring it into that strong force.
In 2016.
In 2016, and make sure that branches and everything in election were organized peaceful. It was an extraordinary move. It just came boom. The campaign, campaign that was designed for President Mahama to go around and his running mate. I chaired the committee that put that campaign together. The thank you tour that when President Mahama started, everybody was running the area, was put by us. So if you talk about politics and who understands what politics is, it's not for me to go and say that, let me open a door, or I don't understand. Maybe there's something he meant. Do you understand? Maybe there's something he meant. So all that I wanted to do, say, remember the opportunity. You understand? To clear the air about it. Maybe there's a reason why he said that.
And why yes, I didn't know.
What I'm saying, but that's just when he was arrested. I said 2 days or so before. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, I'm only bringing this up to say, AC or Minuansono. Mechanical police station hall. Me ko try and change the whole day at the court. Because me person na bamu babu. I want him to work for the interest of this country. We need men to talk.
Kessben.
When I say Tua, Nyamin Pengu, I'll be there. Because I have to come and protect you. Say, they should not do anything against you. They should not. So, I'm calling on all of you, journalists, media practitioners, journalists, TV presenters, come together and protect yourselves. But see, someone protecting me, now somebody perceive that you are doing a bidding of somebody, and when the person is no longer there, Senior, we are in for trouble.
Okay, we are in for trouble. And Temini, all right. Joshua Akamba Anna AD and Komono, the national organizer of the NDC, bringing us to exactly 25 minutes after 10 a.m. Maha Aya Kessben 92.9. But your message is in no embra 0550-596-929 0550-596-929. Na what the messages no at the Abba. Osai for Sui Emmanuel at the Abba. Or say good morning, Mr. Speaker. God bless you and thank you for the good work. Joshua Akamba is in your studio. Or say it pissed me off. Ghanaians, why are they still worrying about Oliver's comments on a coup d'etat? If you say such words in Ghana, it is abolished and not needed in Ghana. So he should go and face the law, the full rigors of Section 182 in the Criminal Act system. May I say, Ofosu, any message, you know. Okay, my kind and no that. I say good morning, Mr. Speaker. The elimination of toll booths has led to a lot of unemployment for many people. So are they creating jobs for Ghanaians instead of they thinking as such? They are only arresting people in the country. In the last few weeks, how many people hasn't President Akufo-Addo arrested? And I would do a message, you know, at the ABBA. May that say, well, say good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Nana Kodia from Trifoheman. If all die be die didn't go to court, one who said President Mahama, the Asian didn't equally go to court. Why this? Greetings to Zuba, my mentor, and with the Abba. May I say any message, you know, We say the NPP government should take time to explain the e-levy to the public because majority of the people don't understand what it is about. Adai poku anyway every achimota ana edi ebai.
Simple robbery. The e-levy, simple robbery.
E-levy is
simple robbery. So if he doesn't understand, that's it. A simple robbery.
I didn't hear.
Oh, Chief. Makabibi say currently as we sit here, another point that Umbisa, you are not asking questions. Meaning what your interest is.
Because who answer me questions?
You see, you see what I'm saying is that there's even an allegation or theft of our $330 million by the current administration.
To what extent I will make his allegation?
Oh, the World Bank has come to say, Omama, the MPP.
Yes.
$430 million.
That is a fact.
So if you have nothing to hide, why didn't you declare?
Say, World Bank,
why didn't they tell us? Why did they actually confirm that it's $100 million? Even the $100 million, almost watching the Maudi.
But so much oh yeah, where's a common line?
Now, let me put it now. Already we are paying COVID levy. Are you aware? Time lockdown.
Kessben.
Now, Bolga for no more lockdown. Boko no more lockdown. Tamale no more lockdown. It was between Accra and Greater Kumasi. And Greater Temameba. I do Temakra. There was no lockdown.
I see.
And now Minuka, Volta region, there was no lockdown. And now Minuka, almost electricity bill my. And Ukraine, they made it known to us it was as a result of COVID. The chair. And Ghanaians were happy. The MPP propagandists use it to do campaign. So yeah, chomu. And then Obia or Borga, I was not affected by the lockdown, is paying the COVID levy. They are now paying for the increment of electricity bill. Omuka say because of COVID, no more year free. So no, that's thievery. So the government is already making enough. Then my own money. My decided to make the misika at the bed me mobile phone wallet so. Until some tobi bia, then I can access it and pay. And I mean the service providers, anytime they make a transaction, they deduct it from there.
And near one service provider, MTN.
Yes. We have Vodafone Cash.
Yeah.
So they deduct that. Okay? Me, I may say no. If I don't pay for the in and out, when the money comes to you, they will deduct it.
Yeah.
So already the service providers are taking our money. They are taking our money because there's a contract between us and them directly. Who are buying a new contract? Which one is your business that you want to take my money? Now, let me tell you how dangerous the thing is. The MPP is going to put you into debt perpetually. Masani 100 cedis amount. Service providers not so. Ati usika no. MPP abai ati usika. Every month. Your money doesn't then reach the amount of money you are going to pay to the other side. So it means that you still owe money and you owe money to the rest of your life. Do you understand? We will still be owing. And that's why I say that there's no way any right-thinking Ghanaian should allow for this thing to pass. Because it is going to overburden us and unless, of course, we all decide say we won't do mobile phone will grab transaction. But the fact that you decided to obey Ubedika. Anytime Ubedika, a day you can even owe, depending on the business you do, you can owe more than 100 cedis or 200 cedis a day. Chief, imagine you owe this kind of quantum of money.
Okay.
Your business would collapse and you will lose and you keep, because you cannot wait on the 10 cities. It means that, as I say, who this can be back home. But the effect is that you would always owe money and you always have to pay extra money to it. So that's direct robbery of your money. And that's why I think that any right-thinking Ghanaian, both NDC and MPP, should not allow this to pass. But it will cause and they are fuel boiling. They be alcohol now too. Do you know now dollar is 7 cedis?
Dollar is 7 cedis.
You know that?
Organizer me that say Junasuba me quick one na mene odi nkombo ya no ana me sasa akasa letter way some petition to the Director General CID headquarters Accra, petition for assistance. On 7 February 2022 at exactly 2:36 p.m. a video clip on YouTube was circulated in the name of a certain Jemba Kwejo and widely distributed by a certain known radio presenter by name Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansa, who is also a host of a radio program on Accra 100.5. In the video clip, open threats are issued verbally against me, as well as putting me on brazen notice of planned attacks on me in diverse ways. Also, I am widely accused of having a hand in the death of late President J.E.A. Mills, which sad event occurred on the 24th of July 2012. I am also accused of going to shrines with the pictures of former President John Dramani Mahama with the sole aim of using the foul means to end his life. In the view of the above, I respectfully report the case to the police to investigate these very wild and damaging utterances that are directed at me by the above-mentioned suspects. I also take opportunity to request for an official inquest into the death of the late President Atamos in order to clear my name and save my reputation. Yours faithfully, the Honorable Samuel Koku Anyidoho. And this is a letter, and that's a petition to the CID boss, Mensa Aka. How about you heard the content of the letter?
I wish President Mahama, I the President, they were Abreu. President Mahama.
Abreu there.
Hey, you didn't hear some of the accusations. Even me, I'm accused by one Eric something of being part of President Mahama's plan that killed President Mills.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes. Whilst we're talking, I may look for it. So you see, then President, you see why I say President Mahama is very tolerant.
For what reason,
Oh, Chief, what has not been said against President Mahama? What hasn't been said about him? President Mahama. Didn't you hear that it was President Mahama who killed President Mills?
That is the allegation, Bible.
But you heard it. When for the first time at the lunch, he made a comment that he was even far from there. President Mills Asumano, Nigeria so nkodi jumabi. Oba ye Osman so nko meeting bimbra. Why a meeting na now only chief of staff kasa so that he can come and brief President Mills, his boss, as to what has transpired. There and there, your friend can say Arashi President Mills then call 37 and the news. But President Mahama has been quiet about this.
Kessben.
And they have said things against him. Even at a point, they are called Cape Coast. People printed things and came and pasted it and say, who killed President Mahama? Who killed President Mills? Then I'm saying that President Mahama is a leader. And some of these things, I look at it, I take inspiration from his behavior. Oh, no, blood doesn't pass through him, through his veins.
I don't know,
Master, Encrophobia is true. And insinuations now the people made was directed at President Mahama. Meba. So that one, I leave it. I'm saying that the police administration today I would say, is the last service standing for now. The police administration, per what I'm seeing, is the last standing. They are trying to purge the police system and make everybody go by the law. And I'm saying that this issue of Abronye would give me a clear chance to speak in defense of police at any level. And that nobody should be allowed to break the law. But you see, one it affects the future generation. There's this issue about this Boko conflict. I speak to both sides. And speaking to them, you know what I tell them?
No.
I tell them that years back, in Tamale, yeah, where I grew up, people were afraid to go and put up businesses. Today,
Kessben.
people are putting up businesses. In Yendi, people are running to Yendi to go and put up businesses. In Boga, go and see the number of hotels that are coming up in those areas. In Tamale, see the number of beautiful hotels. I'm sure soon in Yendi, Obeka will see beautiful hotel Yendi. It will create job for the youth. So I told the group
Kessben.
that Sa Oko Boko side, Boko is a rich area. You know why?
No.
They are closer to Togo and Burkina Faso.
Okay.
So imagine people decide to go and invest in Boko. On more fertile lands. Okay? Ubet me area livestock. Boko. You can build hotels. The French people will come. But say Oko Boga, now say and Krofo Burkina Faso omu conferences are. And they want to move out of Boga. They come to Boga, out of Burkina. They come and lodge in Boga and do their conferences. So they will change safer and pay into cities.
Okay.
So Boku then become beautiful. So if you look at it, for me, my aim, because the last time I was in Boku, what I saw, Chief, it was not pleasant.
Okay.
So we need to
Yes,
help
sir.
the police to do their work. But the police will have to help themselves to let all of us belong and feel that we are all one
I'm part of it.
and part of it.
Okay.
And that nobody should misbehave.
Kessben.
Organizer Jira Soba me na me ntwa me home brat ya wa. Me koba ye beto aso edi enkomo esisi a meba.
Memory down the past area, me fa me cast off when I'm pro me engine. That's just the Nkonkwa. Maniche Ultimate Fashions. Any Ultimate Furniture City. Ultimate Fashions. That's your money, memengina. Now, say, me increase me swagger. His son said, me qua designer chefs beat to say. Ferdinando, Kenneth Cole, Max Fendi, Perry Jacobs. Any the Akeka who be brave. Ningina, minya bito.
a mine or minor TV station almost at one year. There's almost quite a bit to me about my years. Send you be or being a quite a mechaso near Soja for near no or morning kunim. In fact, last week I said, na Kabori air cancel or the Sutia Ponyanoso, BBNC.
Yeah. Organizer.
Senior. Senior.
Joshua Hamidu Akamba.
Mr. Home.
What's your so SSS, these are some of the things. And right, we'll share a year Oliver Baker in the court issues, now we're sharing some allegedly, you say watch on Facebook now. Because of that, police for Ekochin. Maminti aware no na afe yemra you tax strike and so.
But this is what I'm saying that before 2016 elections, there were a brand TBA, Yefren Anthony, Abai for Cabo. Okokan send me for generals, military generals home. As I can say, so if the election is not declared for the MPP, Afghanistan. You remember that comment?
Yeah.
The NDC weighed it and saw that it was an empty threat. We ignored him. Then comes President Akufo-Addo himself. Said that if President Mahama or President Mills does not control his people, this country will get to a point of no return. Do you remember that? He walked free. Because we saw that even though we knew that President Akufo-Addo could be dangerous, we monitored him and protected this country.
But how did that constitute a threat on the peace of this country?
How did what constitute a peace?
That comment, President Ekwe, former candidate.
If I say that, they will be cool. How does it threaten the peace of this country?
Obianim the ordinary meaning of a coup. Right?
So you look at the person's capacity, you investigate, you follow up the person, trail the person. No one will say what discussion is he having with people. Not just a mere say. People sometimes just bluff. People sometimes just want to use that to make name. President Akufo-Addo used it to make name. Sami Oku, at a point, or say, Sisiano, or say Sekai, they don't license it. Womafun, they don't license it. They walk free in this country. Why? Because President Mahama, President Mills wanted this country to grow in peace and unity. They wanted togetherness. They didn't want to divide this country. So it didn't travel nowhere. You journalists used it. You played advert on it. You sang with it. The NDC worked around it and noticed that these people were just empty threats. But today, you won't take those NPP threats as empty anymore. Most especially when we all know what happened in Iowa was Wogon. When we know what happened in Techiman South. When we know what happened in Savulgu. When we know what happened in Zabuzugu. When we know of what happened around the Secretary areas. When we know about what happened in Abekuma Central. You understand? So you won't take those threats as empty threats anymore. Because they are using, you see, the military and the police to intimidate and shoot at us.
Do you agree to comment now what we making? Commenter Ebano who agree to it. For instance, Urabaka, with such a written statement, tweeting and all of that, we are happy. Say with the passage of the e-levy bill, he personally will ensure a coup.
Me say, so which one was the repeal of the criminal libel law? Which is the libel?
But as freedom of speech means it was all kind of open.
But no, I'm saying that criminal libel law.
Yes, you repeal it.
Exactly.
It gives freedom to
for us to speak.
Yes.
So
but the point is that it doesn't warrant so we can the open.
The system, the police system in Ghana started from maybe the British. Maybe we're colonized from there. The system is working to find and say, do you have the capacity to do it? Chief, we are thinking about growing the economy.
Kessben.
We are thinking about how Ghana will move forward. And the dollar $7.
But then we'll grow economy, we'll bring only peace and stability.
Because that is what they are doing. They are causing the tension and the peace. President Akufo-Addo and his people. They are the one causing it. But when there's tension, why can't what training and why investigating no court? No one just started it now. Obi our investor can say Obi threatening coup or channel, so you suspect that the person is actually going to do coup. What do I say? It's a war abino. Officer pano. But it's affecting all of us because you are building up tension.
With the rest of people need attention.
Exactly. But is that not today? Me and you should be talking about the dollar. We should be talking about the e-levy now. They want to take it to parliament to legalize robbery on our monies. Because some to me passing now is legalization of robbery on our monies. So for me, we should be talking about it and thinking about what is the way forward. How are we going to rebuild our economy? Obi brilliantly sent you a message. Said by the closure of the toll booth, a lot of people are not working. Street hawkers here, omonama omutong President Akufo-Addo promise omo so ba obesi dey amount musical no my investment na still omo was street so and no ho no mu didi toll booth no. Omo na they've lost that opportunity to sell and eat. Is it good? Is it good?
You better sanitize the system.
Ask Akufo-Addo and his people.
But you're a politician.
Listen.
O party about buying with that. It's not maybe
Listen.
sound. Say, omo street hawkers. Your name say, omo hawker at the wrongful places. Na say, street hawking no end the hobby ma. You think say,
listen,
because say, omo no aduane bebo omo to me entire day or hunting. There is nothing.
I have the answer for you. President Akufo-Addo saw it, and he knew, and he had a fantastic program for them. The program is that he was going to build one village, one dam, to give them the opportunity to go and do dry season farming. And so the Ghanaian welcome it. He promised them $1 million per a constituency. And that $1 million, do you know what that money can do?
No.
That money can start building infrastructure within those communities. Masons will get work to do. Carpenters will get work to do. Steel benders will get work to do. So the Ghanaian youth were happy. He promised that he was going to build factories to get them employed. So he won the election by 1 million votes at that time. And won with a clear majority in parliament. 167 seats. 69 seats. Clear majority. So why are people now suffering? Today, as we are talking, graduate teachers are on strike. How many weeks now? We should be talking about what to do to get them back. But they are on strike. Is the president still not flying private jet and we're paying huge monies on it? He doesn't care. So all this tension is from President Akufo-Addo. He's creating it. They are artificial to benefit him. And as far as no oil okay there, to hell with anybody.
Sana Africa president again.
But if he doesn't think about it, he hasn't even called. At the point when Dr. Bawumia was making noise about the economy, now President Mahama, oh, okay, let me listen.
Kessben.
Let's all think about how to rebuild the economy. Yanko Senchi, you remember that incident? Yanko Tanasi, name Joju, name Bobo, name say, how do we grow the economy? But out of Senchi, a lot of things happened.
You went to IMF.
Of course, that was part of the recommendation. Per the meeting, the outcome of the meeting in Senchi. It was not President Mohammed's recommendation. People like Mr. Penim were all part of the meeting. Different people from different political parties. The civil society group, they were there and said, listen, this is how we should go about it. And then we had a cut-off point. That is why even when the Economic Intelligence Unit car said, whoever wins, because there's the stability of the economy, the person will take off. Then they see, why are we today in class 0? When the MPP told us clearly that Omoba, the dollar crown, ya $2 no.
Kessben.
Omo economic thing na Dr. Bawumia Bomudi. See, NDC for crying to me, you know what? These people have gone so low. Within 4 or 5 years, even within 2 years of Akufo-Addo's government, he's gone low. Human rights issue, Popo, economy issue, Bobo, Chrono, Bobo. I don't know how.
Kessben.
Chief, Kanawu.
Organizer.
No, but it's sad though. This is a serious matter. Chief, I have been given this story. They may make us a story.
Yeah.
Meaning, Papa be our team community. Sir Papa was a manager in one of the banks. Okoto Cantata cars, private small cars. Indeed, when I saw it one day, I said, hey, this beautiful car. Coming from Ghana, beautiful car. And so, I said, oh, he wanted to drive a made in Ghana car. He had a Prado. One day, and we are not that friends. That's Papa no hear me. I bet you me door from 7 o'clock to 11. And he lives with him, but he didn't want to say, be a me remoa. Oh, shiame. And I buy. I say, boss. And be said, one. Many will never know we argument to her. NDC MPP. They be a me travel, I'm a slow. My buy me pay 200 cities. I say, money are there. So, never be go school 1 week in here. The other man for car cry their co school cry
How?
Chief, I'm serious about this. I can't joke about it. Why do you think I'll come and joke about somebody's life? I'm saying the level at which people are going through. And let me say, are they 200? It's okay. And let me call them. And my friend me so pacho 200 mami na me fanya de ana de mami
Kessben.
we so papa yi enya papa yi we na won ne NDC MPP de bia na osre won say ai ono wa ba so pe 200 say eh so akoma de me say yes it's okay it's abakana ope o say ne ba ebeko school 200 and I made the man he went again. I swear he came back again. This time, the only need to be dimpu. I asked him.
Edian na esi. Ne juma na say, and that's what Edian.
Ne juma say. And ne can't pour toy no, because he bought it on high pitches. He could not pay, so the company has taken it back. So he doesn't longer. Let me tell you, today as I talk to you, the man is a watchman.
That was him.
I won't say it. I won't say it. He's a watchman.
Obi I know a bank manager.
Yes. There's one. You know how he survived? Obedani, we kebab seller. There's one. He lives by my house. What tell me say my can ask him several times. These two people, they've heard me talking about them on radio. These two people, they've heard me speak about these issues on radio. Maybe what would have embarrassed them the more.
Kessben.
But the other one who sells the pork and then the meat, for him, sometimes if I mention his name, he really doesn't care. Because they say our business are at least to pork. Microphone order. No agree, no swear their bread.
Yeah.
He was a manager.
And he's making more money.
He's making more money, you mean?
That's what on one idea. Or you on one business.
So he's making more money?
I'm just asking you.
You see? Let's not joke with some of these things. It's pathetic. So these are the things that I think that the young men will
Kessben.
see and make comments out of anger and pain. You know, as a president and a father of the nation, what you do is that ube fre obanumpo. No abetunase. No abisano what his pain and reasons are for making those comments. That you build a united country. But at the mere say that a person is going to make such a comment into the channel, Edinako wrong court. Whereas you could take him to the right court to be charged properly. You take him to the wrong court, and then say, lawyer, no, I've read something about the lawyer. Say, near changing charges. To give him a kind of charges that he cannot get bail immediately. To punish him. Then you achieve what? The question is that gentleman capable? Look at Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
He makes a comment. The military come and clear themselves on this comment. He pulled down the posts and further goes on to apologize. So, I've now gotten the right information that this is not what happened.
Okay.
Yachino.
But when you're sure of yourself,
Yachino or court.
there be organizer, when you're sure of yourself, I didn't tell all this such information.
But why?
No, but you know how sensitive.
I'm saying no. Even President Akufo-Addo himself had made certain comments in this country that could have landed him in jail.
Does it make it right?
But nobody do it.
A warranty.
But that's what I'm saying. No, that's why I'm saying that all that we need to do now is to build a united country.
You don't think so? Was here, Mayor Imran here, Juma? The law must work.
You see, let me tell you. Why then, if the law is the law that is supposed to work, somebody says that.
Because Mr.
Wild
allegations, president cousins, and then the presidential jet, at the court shopping, with UK, which is a palpable fault.
Chief,
on one
Chief, one of your code of ethics is to make mistake and correct it.
But you don't make unwarranted statements.
No.
Knowing very well.
Which one are unwarranted? One is a mistake, and I withdraw the mistake.
You damage the image of somebody and send one why you mistake.
Which one is the damaging one? It says the person said that after what I said is not true, and so I have the right information. What makes it a mistake now? The mistake had happened. I've corrected my mistake. We move on. You go to court sometimes say go and retract and apologize. The person didn't even wait for it to get to that point. For anybody to go to court to say go and retract and apologize. The person did it immediately when he got the information that he was sending was wrong. He did. And that we have journalists in this country who write stories about people. There's a gentleman called Reverend, what's his name? Is it Public Service Commission? From Ashanti region.
Kessben.
Nidin. Mamadino. He's I think if I get his name, Amachi Nanyano, Anna. I tried to even serve him a letter to court. And he evaded service and ran around everywhere. He went and said that President Mahama stole cars. He went.
Cars from where?
At the point when they were doing the list of cars being with people in this country, the MPP at the Flagstaff added my name to it. When I have never taken a state car anywhere, not even an auction one. State auction car, never. Into no, let's just say, nipa na cham intro gumi hu finti bin jelu no. Me fa no court.
No, but the point is that make knowing very well say asemo America, you know, many evidence and no credit. I know from my very self say asem no credit. Are we saying say we are endorsing some of this thing? Before answer and nipa na barber
let me grant
just
that,
for the mere. One more anti apologies and so bad.
Let me give you this, that maybe you are trying to play the devil's advocate. Let me just assume
Kessben.
that that's what you're doing, but you don't mean what you're doing. Because se nipa no achro ade. Ade na ochro ye no. Wo hu se nye. A lot has happened in this country where people have retracted and apologized. Apologizing for whatever they've erred on. It's me who haven't done that yet because I don't see where I've made a mistake yet. But if I make that mistake, I'll say I'm sorry. They say, in some semia, Sawa Bruni Kai. Obi, when people are jubilating that Sawa Bruni is going to expose the president, you think I'm happy about it?
Oh, I mean, I just info.
No. I'm being real. Do you understand? Yes, I'm doing but I'm being real. Sorry. When things are wrong, they are wrong. When they are right, even though I think that there was a breach of security by the president and Sawa Bruni.
That is not part of our topics, Akamba.
But you didn't even give me topic.
It is not part of it.
But you didn't give me
the
topic.
topics are what you are discussing. We are discussing them
Including all.
because those are the current
Kanawu.
issues.
And that's your program.
Yes.
But
okay, no menka se wa broni asema. Some more se wa broni.
no, but sir, you didn't need to. Many of the things I said, you didn't. When you read,
we are discussing.
When you read,
we are discussing
when
media
you
freedom.
When you read,
and then the freedom of speech.
When you read about the Honorable Koko Anyidoho, you didn't. It was not part of our discussion.
It is part of the subject matter. It's related.
What is the subject matter in
it is related. So we're making an official complaint
that
against Bobby Ansa.
That's that.
Yes, that he has made certain comments about his person. And see, the speeches we give on radio.
That's what I'm saying.
That's and you came in with the accusation.
Listen to
we the media people, we are not talking because some of our colleagues have been arrested. And I'm pointing it out to you, some of the issues.
And then I'm saying that even though Sawa Bruni said that he's going to expose the president, you think I'm happy about it? Even though I think that there's a security breach, and I have said it. See, long time ago, by now, when your president has been accused of staging a robbery attack, it's a subject of impeachment. But he's working free. Onupono, Yanfananko Parliament say you're impeaching. And I think that let the members of Parliament, both our sides, both two sides, who fear God, try impeaching President Akufo-Addo. I think so. They should try to. I'll push it. I'll push it. But you see, you cannot be ruled by a president whose girlfriend accuses him of robbery. It's dangerous.
Bedasi Akamba, the national organizer of the NDC, and Meneno AD and Kombono, and bringing us exactly 10 minutes after 11 a.m. I feel no journey, and this is Kessben 92.9. Kessben Kanawu Jumedi, and I will go so with you. Akamba Yamra Party Mo, one we national organizer of the NDC. More organization, no, Masha Sia, Monsha Sia, most started the bay. It looks as if majority of the party people are saying, Muye Bibia. In the interest of John Mahama as a party, Sana Motie.
I don't know what if it's actually coming from somebody from the party. Because we haven't done
Kojo
anything.
Bonsu Akasa, you've heard him, I believe.
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
But no,
Okay.
but
Kojo
if
Bonsu are
if
making
it's,
that wild allegation against Mopati. No.
Said, yeah,
Kwabena Dufour Akabi say event near their party ni yenina no. At the time I'm more into opposition no. The national chairman and a leader of Mopati. Adebi Amoye is surrounded around John Mahama, and because of that, who will be for in the party.
Okay, so I may have to make these corrections, and I have said it many times that as national organizer, if anybody has challenges and you want me, I'll come to the house to explain. I have called Kojo Bonsu several times. We have spoken because he's a friend and a brother. I did things together with him to raise the image of the party when the party was almost sinking. Now, so Oka said everything is done around President Mahama. The difference is that President Mahama himself has been president before.
Yes.
Has been minister, vice president, and president. So, and for now, he's the surviving former president of our party. President Mills is gone. President Rawlings is gone. May their soul rest in peace. The only surviving ex-president is President Mahama. And you would also understand that the party actually gave the opportunity, say, Obia and running elections. The Professor Alabi, the Honorable King Fosman Egbagwin, my uncle, Kojo Bonsu tried and pulled out later on. Guzi Tano and all of them had interest to contest.
Mohammed
Nuruddin, my big brother, or my small brother, I don't know which senior, also tried. They all did. And then after that, they decided that they will come and work for the party to win. Nuruddin, like you mentioned, actually donated pickups from the region where he came from. And he followed us to every region. I remember at the point I was supposed to go and do some program. President Mahama had asked me to go and do with the National Zongo Caucus coordinator. And then I had to do something. And then President Mahama said, okay, then Nuruddin, please go with the National Zongo Caucus coordinator. Go and do it. He traveled with us everywhere. My uncle and big brother, Joshua Labi, my namesake, became our national campaign manager of the party. The formation of the
campaign
political committee was Guzi was invited. He asked that his right-hand side man, his closest body, should be, because he understands some of those policies. That's Chichu Poku was a member. The Honorable Sylvester Mensah was a member. Everybody was a member in this campaign that we executed in 2020. Everybody. My former boss, Yao Jan, was virtually proposal on the adoption of branches. The national chairman, who is the leader of the party, at that time the national chairman, fought and then made sure that that thing was put in place. I think the next time they should give some of us free hand to be able to help what it is on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, so Ushe Sani now. Then you say that, why did anything Dr. Dufour, everybody was part of the political committee. So they sit down and make suggestions and then bring it back to the party and ask us to implement them with it. So everybody worked around the system. So we cannot be saying, say, things work around President Mahama instead of working for everybody. That's the point.
When was the last time we invited Dr. Dufour to some of your program, to committee workings near the end?
Indeed, just about 2 weeks ago, there was a stakeholders meeting in Kumasi. Dr. Dufour was there. The Honorable Kojo Bonsu was there. All the stakeholders were invited, and they were all in the meeting. Formal appointees. We met in Kumasi to take some strategic plans on how to deal with Ashanti. So they were all there. He was there. So you see, it cannot be
I'm
said.
speaking to the national level.
But that's the national level. If the national has invited you for a meeting, said there's a meeting, and then we all met in Kumasi, and Dr. Dufo actually spoke. He was passionate about certain things. He was passionate about party welfare. He was I said, we met. There's even a subcommittee that is being supervised by a national executive. That is part of it. So it cannot be said that things work around President Mahama. Now, if you say that there are people, when they come and announce
Kessben.
funerals, or when they have programs, they move to the former president's office. These are individuals who make requests to go and meet him. There's no way that is said that we have called President Mahama, because even his membership card, it was printed from the party headquarters and sent to him. So there's no way that we are saying that we are doing everything around former President Mahama. When the Christian Council wanted to meet President Mahama, and they said they want to meet President Mahama, so he would actually invite the party that they want to meet me, come. But he has made it a point on the day that he did after the Supreme Court that the power of the party now is vested in the leadership of the party now is vested in the national chapter. I think you heard it. He was clear about it.
But a reflection, no.
What I'm saying is
reflection, no, and yes, with the Awoka, we are the national organizer of the party. It's a reflection, no. The mere statement say party leadership, no, and they steer the affairs of the party seems different from what is on the ground.
That's not true. We do. We know free Hanoma.
Yes.
You just ask of party reorganization. First, our constitutional review has sat there. We have looked at the constitution of the party. We've done a lot of changes that is with us. We have gone to develop a new membership card, a digital one. We've migrated our register from the paperless now to paperless. We have done that. Currently, as we speak, the membership cards are from branches. My constituency secretary, organizer, treasurer to look at it, that members get their membership card. We have told them that the difference in the card, we are doing it. We are doing all at the party headquarters, not at former President Mahama's office. And the party headquarters meetings are still chaired by the national chairman. Recently, when we had planned, me and the youth sat down and planned on this demonstration, it was after the plan that we sent a message to the former president that we want to do it. We have that one also. I called Dr. Dufo. Yeah, we called stakeholders of the party.
Afraid Dr. Dufo.
Oh yes, we called him.
Into your support, into a demonstration, no.
That I don't know for now. Because
but you are the national organizer.
No. I'm saying that I channel everything through my youth organizer. And then I'm in the Bishia. From that day, I have been going around. He's also going around. Today we are meeting at the party office to look at who supported and who didn't support. Then we can say thank you to the person. You understand? So that is what I'm going to be doing. I won't say that this person supported, but we inform them.
What is the current state of the NDC? Say you no pay a year, say NDC and Kasa party no. Because it looks as if say the heat and the pressure now air cost no. Right?
That's not true. This morning we are going to account to everything that we did on the ground, what we call the outreach program. We ran an outreach program across the whole country. And we have returned. So there's a meeting around 11 o'clock to begin to look at the problems we've seen on the ground and how to quickly go and manage them and solve them. And then we can quickly go into our branch elections and constituency elections and regional and national elections.
This year.
Yes, this year. So these are the things that we are doing. But you see, you don't do me. I believe in strategies. I said that an organization like a political party, you don't sell your strategies out there. You don't.
Yeah, but winning your strategies.
No. That's what I'm telling you.
Of activities.
No, but I'm telling you the activities. But 2 minutes, I cannot go deep into some of the stories that I have to. But I've told you that the reorganization. I've told you about how we migrated our data. I've told you how we now have our membership.
It is a membership registration.
Yes, no, indeed, what we are doing is that the people that are already in the register, we have asked them to go and take their cards.
Every branches are now.
Every branches, no. If we are, then we are jumping into. We are opening the register now for new members to come in. So we print more. We have more cards that is going around. So we give them more cards and let them bring the results. And you see, we are also planning on fundraising already. And even this card system that we have, if we are able to monitor it well, we'll be able to use that system to run our party. You know, we'll be able to use this system to fund the party from the base, which is the branches. But you see, I have the belief that you must have a strong root
Kessben.
for the tree to be able to stand on. So we are working on that.
But what is NPP for the alternative is empty. Munye focused, munye formidable, munye prepared as a party. And who say more criticize your buying crana, munni bibia to offer in terms of alternative.
If they were focused, they wouldn't have destroyed and messed the economy as it is. From where they took it from President Mahama, where from the shortest time they took it, that everybody knew that at a certain time we're going to go achieve the single-digit inflation, which they got. They took it where President Mahama was building hospitals that were supposed to work and pay for itself. You understand?
Yes.
He was doing roads that was supposed to levy the street user, the road user, to pay itself. President Mahama did that. So that's the focus. That's the leader that was focused. And that a leader that was focused, you have heard our members of parliament trying to make suggestions. There are Tuforsons, the Jinapol, there are Dongos, the Harun Idrisus, the Muntakas, helping to see what we can do to build the economy. So because you see, economy in Egunu,
Kessben.
it doesn't affect only NDCU. It affects also the MPP.
Yeah. What is your best alternative on A-levy? As a party?
As a party, I'm sure you heard even our general secretary did say that if they try to do anything to pass it through, when we come, we'll cancel it. Massa, the alternative is that we are already paying. Road tolls, no? Road tolls. Tell me, how much money was it not raising to support the economy? How much money?
Enough.
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 Let them come and account for to us. Is the e-levy that will be enough? What is the data that they are working with to be able to tell you and I that is going to be enough for them to solve the problem? What is the data? They are not even sure of the data. How many people do the money transaction?
But tied to 3-tier project.
I'm saying that
the e-levy proposal, no, tied to 3-tier project.
That's what I'm saying. That
roads. They will give money to young people to start up their business.
You didn't even get it.
I did.
So you shouldn't even mention that, because it means that I told you that it is non-starter and a no-go area. Because per the comment I did, you don't even have to mention it. That already we are paying enough taxes. Already, we are paying taxes. Property rates, TV, license, and those things. We are already paying. Master, do you know the number of people that are using TV?
When was the last time I watched here?
The number of people. So let government be efficient.
With TV license, when was the last?
Me say let government be efficient.
No, but we need to be realistic.
That's what I'm saying. That
I don't remember the last.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. There are things that were supposed already there.
Implementation, no, is a problem.
So implement it. Why do you think that after the levy you will be able to do? The taxes that are already there and that Ukoji we are now, but you see, when you are paying the taxes, that you are seeing that even your community you are seeing development in your community. Chief, you pay. But I pay TV license, and then it's only one-sided. When the NDC want to come and do program, you shut it to them. When the MPP is doing their program, you show it. And I'm an NDC person, true blood. I come in.
I see when NDC is also in power, sir.
But should it be so?
It doesn't have to be so.
So that's why I'm saying that we implement it and give us, to say what I'm talking about, the law now. That the law, the judges have their scale of reference.
Kessben.
In terms of?
Oh, that scale, that says that.
Yes.
Equality before the law. Huh? Equality before the law. So when you treat us equally, we will pay. When we are given equal treatment. When I pay my taxes and I go to Chebi and see within 4 years what Chebi has become, that even cemeteries, Anya tire way, asphalt route. Then
that was the last time you were there.
Oh, they threatened me several times not to come, but I go. They've threatened me a lot of times. So that I don't be a we are Bema block, instead of here. They be cool. I come my bro, massa. My brother, me call it
I see.
So they think that you live a risky life, But you see, the point is, for me, Nana, I will speak my mind. I don't mean it wrong. If the NDC was in power, now your youth, no ending basa, then you are supposed to create factories for them, which I know President Mahama had that plan. They are supposed to build businesses for the youth. It hasn't happened. I will talk about it.
Sir, no right? It is part of the e-levy proposal. But
first, no.
You start.
Youth, no. You see, you still cannot see the game of this your MPP people, eh?
Who's NPP people? Organizer, why NPP people?
You still cannot see their game. Have you forgotten that? Omukacha say, Omoba, $1 million. $1 million, no. Where were they going to get it? They told you how they were going to get it.
I can't just on fiscal cash. Almost say the project will transition. It will transcend.
You see, let me tell you something. They said it. Dr. Bamia in Central Region said that Sikana are ready. Now they should come and take their money before he's stolen from the coffers. One thing. Don't. Oh, excuse me. I won't say that. You are a gentleman, so
I got my mentee and now mentee. I'm a
David, you didn't say that.
Kessben.
You didn't say that because the microphone they will laugh.
Oh no, I do not have an idea of that. No,
yeah, but, okay. So Dr. Bamia said it.
Okay.
There's a tape to it. Say Sikana is ready. Now Sikana
Coffers better no consolidated fund.
Also Sikana also
and a heritage fund.
Well, a heritage fund properties here they they've will it and made money. Properties are they've willed those properties. And President is flying and enjoying. So on the mano Ajusogu Ghana so. Say Munji Chia Mina Mekono. That's exactly what he's doing.
Okay. May I say 29 minutes after 11 minutes, Joshua Kamba and Edin Kombo, the national organizer of the NDC. And check me no EBC na yego. Organizer say, now come baby.
What's stressing me?
Must stress you any.
Aye, what's stressing me?
Oh, for what reason?
And then I'm supposed to be in court. Me a sin of member of parliament.
How far with that particular case?
Mano criminal summoned. So he's appeared in court today.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to be in court. But because of the last time, the issue of Nana Bobie answer in the police station, Emma Mentimi Ambaha.
Yeah.
And I would want to apologize to your viewers and listeners that yet again is the diversion of the MPP. I'm sure that they didn't want me to come here. And today too, they decided that they will not want me to come. You see, sometimes I feel that more kukodrona mutimi frame me on station. Obi only kukodrona frame me on the station.
I see.
You know that. You know what I'm talking about. Because after I go, I remember one time I was in the station. By the time I said, Masamewu, that is the kind of fear the MPP has put in people. You know, say a station like yours invites me. I want to honor it.
Okay.
Because I know how they try to suppress people not to even carry my stories.
I see.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know how they carry some. I just pray that when I leave, they don't attack you.
How do you just
No, I know now, obey.
Kessben.
And yeah, I'm saying I pray that by the time I leave, because you see, flying away, I don't know whether you've noticed that it's going very viral.
Very viral, yes.
And so, by that, I don't know what the MPP, because they are intolerant. They won't tolerate you.
But you being invited on the show, no, I don't think so. Ubia bet now baby I drink so person will be right.
Yeah, you see, because you will speak your mind. I will speak my mind without fear or favor. I will. But say, I didn't you're wrong. You're wrong. I will not insult anybody. But if to say me waha. Now, Obia Kofa evidence in the videos. Now, or share. What I expect to see is a defense of it. So it didn't happen. And then the person goes to make an allegation, serious allegation. And government machinery is not defending it. And the name of Ghana is on President Akufo-Addo. Ghana president. The president of Ghana. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The former president. Maybe a party organizer. Me dear no. Me ya egumi party no fi. Do you understand? The president of the republic had destroyed the image of Ghana. Tarnish our image. To a Ghanaian born Canadian.
One video now TDJ Sayedo inviting President Akufo-Addo to a program.
Indeed, he was reading from what they sent to him.
But you've seen it.
I laughed.
Okay.
When I saw it.
But what does it suggest to you?
It tells me that that's the lies of the MPP. They sent him that lies.
Even to the international level, you classify
listen to me. Let me cite an example. Your friends say, "Me no wote ha." Na ene. Petrol prices. A gallon of petrol is 30 plus. When you took it from 10. I've cited an example of somebody who cannot get food to eat. You are aware that even Kotoka International Airport how some foreigners were harassed and they have to do live videos.
Harassed of what? COVID-19 testing.
Exactly. You saw how people did videos. Foreigners, they were coming to their country. They were intimidated and harassed the same way it's happening today. Now, or cancer anymana. The people that are in pain know that President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bame, they don't tell the truth. They are liars.
Kessben.
Do you understand? So what pains me is that they've made a man of God to blaspheme against Ghanaians. So Ushe Adena will be on the iPad no, and all kind. That is the message they sent to introduce Akufo-Addo to him. But he doesn't know him. He doesn't know anything about Ghana. See what he said.
But go and Google it.
Even Dr. Bamia, They say that he's the biggest liar. Google. Google who Dr. Bamia is. You see it. So if you had Google, it will tell him how the country is sinking. Me too. So he didn't Google. They sent him something and he's reading to clean him. And for me, if he said that, you guys see it, it is rather an embarrassment to President Akufo-Addo. Because everything the man stated there were lies. Also Bagana, maybe.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes, and how many hours? Or see, or be. Now you're crying, crying. But Akufo-Addo, President Akufo-Addo, was transforming. Quite many why are transforming.
Say, yeah, at Fato Valleys.
Accra.
Some parts of the country.
No, yeah.
Yeah, why? In the last 5 to 6 years.
It was President Mahama. Projects. And I'll buy. And I'll catch a more investigative contractors, no. Because the thing say there was some wrongdoings. And on one in your back, catch and say there are no wrongdoings. And also in Kutrium. And the contractors are back aside. Tell me which of the new contractors Akufo-Addo brought to come and do roads here in Accra. So it's a lie. Chief, do you understand? It's complete lies. So everything today, TBJ should come to Ghana and find out that how much did Akufo-Addo meet the dollar. And where is the dollar now? Then he will advise himself. That's why I'm saying that he got it. He didn't read. He didn't Google to find out what is going on in Ghana. That even as he was doing, there was a demonstration that President Akufo-Addo is trying to rob Ghanaians of their money. And that as he was reading and polishing him, there's a certain lady called Sewa Bruni, who says that the president had perpetrated crime against her and robbed her of her money and robbed her of her mobile phone and robbed her again of a citizenship passport. Uncle Behu said, and then journalists can't even come one answer. He would have seen that President Akufo-Addo had become somebody who have defended corruption ever since he became president.
Kessben.
He would have realized that after going to election, if he had performed good, every second term of every president, he increased in votes and increased in parliament. And they are told us that today, President Akufo-Addo's party is not the one chairing parliament. That not for stealing and robbing Ghana of the right for President Mahama to govern, at Techiman South would have been our seat. Zabzugu would have been our seat. What do you call Sekwi would have been our seat. Many of the places would have been our seats.
Okay. Organizer, maybe I say, maybe I call phone lines and so now you be a humano edia tumuama. Now, just in a year from the police headquarters, on the 15th of February, Anopeya na Womodesa Krate at the Abba. Police invite Mr. Kwame Bafo, alias Abronya DC, for investigation. The attention of the Ghana Police Service was drawn to a publication in which Mr. Kwame Bafo, alias Abronya DC, is alleged to have said the former president John Dramani Mahama is allegedly planning to stage a coup. The Accra Regional Police Command has invited Mr. Kwame Bafo to report to the regional headquarters by 4 p.m. today to assist investigation, failure of which he will be arrested. The public will be updated in due course. DCOP Kwesi Ofori, Director General, Public Affairs. And I believe, sir, publication there by the police has done the needful by issuing the statement. And I
won't comment about it. I'm not going to comment about it anymore. I rest my case on that matter.
You rest your case.
I'll follow up soon to see how it's going to go. Yes, but I won't comment.
You were saying you will for IGP.
I didn't see. I'm saying that I would write to the IGP.
Okay.
And then I write
now
to
you have seen steps
now that they've
police
sent
are
it.
taking.
Now that they've sent it to the
Regional
regional
Police
command, tell them that we'll follow the matter.
Okay.
That as Abronya is moving there, we are also moving there to see what they will do.
You are moving to the police
To see what they will do.
to see what they will do at 4 p.m.
Yes. We'll follow up the matter.
But then you're allowed.
What?
You invite you. So police.
No worry. Say I'm a friend of the police. Also a friend.
But how
Police,
police open court.
Police is an allied.
So
is
police,
allied to the.
police say invite
listen,
you. Be
you see,
open court.
you see,
I will be able to.
I have told you that I have confidence in this new police administration. Let them just prove us right, and let everybody.
Okay.
Abronye attack President Mahama.
Okay, now, from my first caller, we're so actually. Hello, good morning. Afrefa, good morning. Hello. Okay. On Temenka, yeah. Maybe your phone lines, 0550-922-929. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir. But you're free radio. No, who did this? Free.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
But you did this? Free. Kessben, Sunny.
Open the case, the feminine arm walk one, the Cassasi S boy, who is still with me.
Nana, what come into you?
Mamma Pastor. You must know what you are here or your Kessben FM. Naku in Shidaso. Na Omo Duman in Tumpo and Queen.
Kessben.
Here, you are Canada and you are Alan Chairman, the incoming president of Ghana. Opening, Ufia years on Johnny Edumay, and yet, neither what Cassama, only evidence of the Cassama, living that you are, of the Cass Uncle. Now, and it be in Central Gubia for one day, Omu Omuko, the cat and same beer only a dance beer. Nothing beautiful invite now. Naka say a ban a part opening Sasa Batico can say the party lady or be cool a woman with a yasama as a children and I say on my back Muyana. Who ya the pipe is just all Maui. And so or six in the party will be able to put the inviting Ironmanina and yet a pino and a cast of Wakasasam. And the little actually could put Okasasam and Colonia wanted to alter Gemma on it and Manny. Yes, and that was many, and many years, but
and I'm going to make that say for front to us. So, hello, good morning. Afrefa, good morning. Hello. Okay. On Temenka, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I want to sign up.
Radio do me hoye whiny.
Eben, Wangasa Unia,
Hey, Eben, come in, you have a dear.
Adomnia show you, you need to make a
Macho, come
in. Fine. Mammy, member, come back, Pastor.
Kessben.
Now, Ninkan Chelly said, Yakupo and Kennedy, Namchia Joasham, Marty Debris, Ni Amashiti, and now, Nidu, Michamu in the area. Tanapi. I never come to say MPP for a TRC. Enemy and I'm a co piece to CIC. Yes, or anybody and a papa TRC. In the normal free some papa TRC. Not be dear and your crown, normally a more dear. Maybe any meta can say, send an entry body uncanetono. Sana anchor or conform them the Biara da. And a power and your permanent. Into another your company, no free say they can harass anybody who can be up and say, hey, you saw my button of the chair. Or Munko Swandi or Mumbre, another cannon, I can't say. I got 3 years for an embarrassing. And I don't think Mumbre be a thought of it for position. No, don't see idea, Mamma for us. Now, after that for her, missing the next president, Mr. Aqua Samado. Internet for mania, no more say, they catch up with it, or Chebby and yet in your theatre. Into Munka, oh, your phones and wash your son.
And to us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, opening question. I'm from to say,
Radio me hoya pa. One of the next year.
well, near a sorry, Benny, call Bukuru this year.
I sorry about also Namintio.
Eddie, I remember Abaso. Namatia is in regional secretary. This time around, or corporate chairman, Yura Jeff Mendy. Namatia tells me Grover, incoming national chairman, MPP. Interior and Damwa. Only Windia Ebian Katari CCA. Ajinya or Kenya time one end this war power. on the boss, Joshua Kamba, son of Moye, a to trust them, yes, and central for. And ye almost said, son, ye. I did you by ye. Abra what you also been papa. And before we say, hey, or MPP Nini, know. And before say, hey, or yes, Juma. Oh, I pay the police with the Oya Juma, with the Oya Juma. Or be control on the Facebook to obey your cool, no, they're friend. And I could say, I think, and I could say, oh, yes, say, a big gun, a mummy and Nindo Kuramaya. Your boss, Joshua Kamba, Maminka sent being throw. You love you one, a basso. And that gun of putting on the storm too. Muna Munim and Yamapa were more a bad one or minor dot MPP are banks, Mubaya who did this, Sabaya Mubay opportunity about power. But in Shankanya, me say, gradually, Ghana for any beer or politics, or Kaiser or secondary school, now, what's
it Joshua come by your boss?
Oh, so far, when you say, me, Bama, when you can be a friend, boss. But as you are
to us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I guess you did this, Kessben Kanawu.
Your friend, or Gaulia, because Dominic Abinia in Pesuaso. Maminchia, I am incoming chairman for Dominic Abinia, Chairman Ike. The Biobia, the channel must know Yama or mine Ghana and any MP or Dominic Abinia. Maminchia, I have some Pahima, so Germany, Kumas Market, any of my small oil. Papa Nicasia, she said NDC, a very political party, our Ghana. You who said at the Papa Diaba, Ama, why they want force of that. Some of my paying for all the NIA, Nasa about Ghana. Near Gamma, no MP or Sophie Parliament, also on my name, Yajma. Some also the captain, any school feeding Eba, any for arm presto. Or my paying for any oil, almost a Yajongo, and no class, I won't get not because of the free education, almost and yet I had a baby that now this is 20 years. I'm only advert, 44 EDTI, and now I buy a better almost no matter. And if you let it, I was a better ball man because a reason aqua when you hear ma, ye pesca a ball man or bra. Ye funny a common on it, I could do this now, no one see any day, any resident to a woman, near Nidia. I was say you change the car, and for two man, no man couldn't because you have to pamper and use the panum. And then I quite a young and another APIaka. I come back say I am not the contact
and to us. So hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I've ever to make a good morning. Hello. I've ever good morning. Hello. Yes, good morning. What to make a good morning?
Good morning,
but you did this, I'll free. Kawasam Sunamint. So unfortunate. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I'm Patrick. Who feel radio? Why?
Morning.
Morning. But you did this, I'll free. Maminti on face of Gacope.
Ma MPP follow including Amako. As a boy. Remember, always be fair. I could have a best last shot. I say, Bah, I'm a couple of first special event. Sanana Mako. You're very sure. Fair. Yes, I will go. Yes, you be could do media for the yes, yes, I could have a couple of your friends, Jay. You bet you did the
and to us. So, hello, good morning. I've ever to make a good morning. So unfortunate. Line I drop it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir. Pacho Whiny, we did this. Free.
You can say Mr. Speaker, Roman Fadani.
Roman Fadani, I mean,
Yo, Mr. Speaker, my friend, Dr. the Education Minister, Papa, when he says what I mean, you are John Alan Kudita, Trade Minister, so what I say, Greta Car, Chaka Sama, then Chaka Sama, and any secretary, then Chaka Sama, our boss. Namincha incoming Chama, you rap, Quabro, so do our Brazil, then Chaka Sama. Mr. Speaker, then, me no, I said, me, Chimo, I said, no, I told one of the raffle. ɛyɛ na NDC foɔ paa nyame si nka ɔno kuro ɛnyɛ NDC foɔ na ɛna ti wɔ mɛmu since President Kufuor time de ba John Mahama de ba Tamesi na ɛnyɛ NDC foɔ ɛnyɛ NDC foɔ na initiative bia people foɔ de bɛba bia no ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ papa nana ɛti NDC foɔ ne pato that time na ɔmo tia bɛn mu na ɛmfie nwɔtwe na ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ayɛ Ghana kwan ɔmo bie circle no ɔmo kɛtɛ sɛ Dubai ɛne nsɛm a na ɔmo bɔ so nyinaa no na ɛnyɛ NDC foɔ nana the case me person we say 20 years na so ana almost 20 years time na so and this is the own they be am ko me say ka wo hwehwe pon sampa de a wo si NDC amamu a omo na efeta
Roman father me da so for front to us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Open case you dey say o kase free Kessben Kanawu sini fire near.
But ma we did come watching. We feel free and someone number 1. Now medical medical katewa o kasa to be issue that I'm saying some police for no I said IGP adwuma o ma na ni ansho o ma e the sense that somehow what asking the okra na no kwabane so no o ma chu o mo say be the Chinese mind oni na investment for o fo kwa pem kwan so na wa be di answer si na bo so no no continue nya tia no yen tu no papa kokko da dem na say o ma dey say mo agya but so police station a o bu few and the IGP say on trade ni make number 1 my na ko for to actually so di answer say
me dey say my way for hello, good morning. So unfortunate na homa no entime anyina so ba me fa last caller na afi me ntime emfa ense just the last caller na afi yemfa ense Kessben. Okay. Organizer, my member so na yemfa ense yen wrap up na me bre no aso na yenko. I'm told to say the case has been adjourned to 16th March. Okay.
Now, by the way, ebe bo NDC for koko. Say, see, it's on the 16th. Let's begin use this opportunity to go to the court and support our member of parliament.
Okay.
In these trying times. Until here, I won't cry. On the 16th. Let's go and
on the 16th of March.
Young Koma.
Exactly a month now.
Yes, young Koma, member of parliament, moral backing. Now, on Timingina Honey, court or corner busedi which here. It gives you some high spirit. So I would plead with NDC people that on the 16th of March, let's all be in court.
Okay.
No one American. Mark said, and Crawford Bibriaka, my video be circulated. A member of parliament, I don't know which MP that was it or no. NDC Niomo a meeting. The NDC people cry want e-levy pass. Not true. None of our members, and Harun Edrisu have said it clear. The Muntakas have said it clear. Sir, we are opposed to e-levy. We are opposed to that robbery. They want to take our monies. We will not. Yes, sir. Ghanaians start planning to exit from that platform so that your money is not robbed, because this is robbery. They want to go and legalize robbery so they can rob you of your money. And so let us say no to e-levy.
All right. May I say to the national organizer of the NDC, Rajesh Akamba, and what's in can we did a crime appear Kubi. Medase. I was having to see I don't yani China Yavesan so and they will at the Asia and walk Kessben marching and a fake Kessben Kanawu Jumedie as so. The Biada ya the bro free Jordan de Cosifia at 9:30 to 12 noon and to make a date with us every time. Na yenti me any Ghana hon and come on. Me sorry so no premo atwa nesa. Ya the authentic breaking news and at the about 2 hours. So good afternoon, Ghana.